The U.S. is holding China-based entities accountable with Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent targeting networks aiding that country's missile programs. The conflict and the blockade have also created visible confusion in Beijing, threatening the Belt and Road Initiative, and I'll identify what that is. It was launched in 2013 by President Xi Jinping. It aims to connect Asia with Africa and Europe via land and maritime networks, promoting trade, enhancing regional connectivity, and bolstering China's economic and geopolitical influence through extensive investments in roads, railways, ports, and energy products. So you can see China is spreading its wings, so to speak, and it has its hands in a lot of different aspects, pretty much globally, if you think about it. Satellite imagery of U.S. military assets to a Chinese entity shortly before the conflict started and the blockade started is being looked into by the United States. We do not know if they passed information or if that information was available, but based upon the fact that you could turn the television on and see where the ships were located by name, to me, it's not a big surprise what that last statement means. The question and general opinion of whether China is taking over the USA is less about a literal invasion and more about high-stakes competition for global leadership, and I'll explain why I said that. Experts generally agree that China's goal is to displace rather than replace American influence, seeking a world where Beijing has more freedom of action and less interference from the United States and its allies. China is projected to become, this is surprising, Neil, and I hope it's surprising to our listeners, China is projected to become the world's largest economy by the year 2035. I found that as I was preparing this podcast and was totally surprised.